Okay, this quality of compassion, right, inherent in the Buddhist attainment, right? So you see, once you become enlightened, the compassion for others emanated, or we say outflow, emanated, right, arise, right, as a result of one's awakening, right? So the good example is found in one of the suttas, right? In the suttas, we know that the Buddhists, dispatched the first batch of 60 arahat, right, to 60 different directions, right, to preach the Dhammas out of compassion, right? The words out of compassion, anukampa, right, for the people after they realize the state of arahathood, you see. Then here is the quote, it said, wonderful, all bhikkhus, for the welfare of the multitude, for the happiness of the multitude, out of compassion for the world, right? Loka anukampiya, for the good, welfare and happiness of devas and human. Let not two go to the same way, teach, O bhikkhus, the Dhammas. Okay? So teach the Dhamma. So we shall look at this. What are these Dhammas, right? Of course, 60 arahats, the first batch, they were very happily accepted. These Dhammadutas work, right? You also now got the title Dhammadutas, right? Got these Dhammadutas works, to preach the Dhammas, right? Which is good in the beginning, good in the middle, and good in the end, right? So without these arahat, their selfless Dhammadutas' contribution or the mission, Buddhism will not have been spreaded so fast and wide. Okay, so this one is in the sutta, in the Jina Suttas. Okay? Venerable Mahakashapa, right? You know who is Venerable Kashyapa? He was famous for his Dutanga practice. Okay, Dutanga, Sao Fu Hang, Siu Ku Sing, Dutanga practice. And of course, he grown old, right, and stay in seclusion in the forest. And the Buddha asked him, okay, why not you come back to the city monastery, right, to live a better, comfortable life, right? However, Mahakashapa, he was very compassionate. The word of compassion also occurred. He's still choosing the solitude life in the forest for the sake of future generation. And this is what he says, Mahakashapa said. He said, for myself, I see a pleasant dwelling in this very life, all right? And I have compassion for later generation, thinking, may those of later generation follow my example. Okay? So when they hear those people, right here, the enlightened disciples of the Buddhists were for a long time forest dwellers and spoke in praise of the forest dwelling, then they will practice accordingly. Right, so he set an example for others to follow, and that will lead to their welfare and happiness for a long time. Right? So at the end of the suttas, right, the Buddha says to Venerable Kashyapa, right, oh, very good, Kashyapa, you are practicing very well, right, for the welfare and happiness of the multitude, right? Out of compassion for the world, right, for the good, for the welfare, for the happiness of devas and human. All right, so we look at all these things. They are the qualities of compassion, right? Emanated, that they arise spontaneously, when one become enlightened.